when it comes to Go, I don't need any tooling. I don't need any of that tooling. But when it comes to all these other languages that I don't know, I find myself heavily dependent on them. So I think the unpopular opinion for me is that sometimes I speak about Go related stuff from a really unique space where I'm always like, why do you need that tool? I don't need that tool in Go. And then I find myself on the JavaScript side and I'm like, man, thank God they have these tools because I'd be lost, right? So I think some of my opinions lately about AI and AI tooling that I'm not using on the Go side is maybe wrong.
I don't think it's wrong. I think it might be contrarian, but I'm always glad people like you exist, Bill. Like, I think I'm always glad there's someone giving a counter argument or a counter view to the mainstream view, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, you should use AI for generating this, that, and the other. And so having someone go, well, hang on a second, like, I've gone through my whole career without it. And, what about you, this use case? What about that thing? Have you thought about this? Like, I think it's really great to have people like you challenging those things and challenging my use of the debugger as well. So, this whole episode has been one unpopular opinion in a way. So, as I say, I'm glad to have these conversations, and I'm glad there's people exist to give a different point of view.
It's I can definitely relate too, Bill, because I've noticed that when I've seen great developers, but they jump into a new language and they'll have a bug, and like somebody who's been writing Go for a while can be like, "Oh, here are like the two most likely things to look at," and I think it's just that experience thing of like, if you're in a language that you're used to, your mind quickly just knows these are the things I would check first, and that means that, oh, I don't need to use a debugger because I can just jump to those.